Okay, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a virtual machine using the Oracle VM VirtualBox application. So first thing you're going to do is launch the application. You're going to click New. You're going to choose a name for your virtual machine. We'll just call this Test VM. You're going to select an operating system. I'm going to select Microsoft Windows and I'm going to choose 2008 64-bit. It's going to ask you how much memory you want to allocate. I'm going to allocate 4 gigs and I'm going to type that in manually rather than using a slider. So 4 gigs would be 4096 megabytes. It's going to ask you what you want to do as far as a hard drive goes. If you want to not add one at all, do you want to create a virtual hard drive now or using existing? I'm just going to go to default and create one now. For the file type, I'm going to go with the default file type for the hard drive, which is the VDI format. I'm going to go with the default selection of dynamically allocated. I'm going to bump up the size to 40 gigs. And I'm going to actually change the location of the files. Okay, so the virtual machine has been created. Now all we have to do is load an operating system on there. So in order to load operating system, you can do it from an ISO file, or you could load if you have physical media, you can do that. I have physical media, so I'm going to be loading that. And in order to do that, we're going to have to go into the settings of the virtual machine. And then we're going to click on storage. And then we're going to click on our CD/DVD drive here. And we're going to click on the drop down. I'm going to choose host drive D because that's where my physical media is at. I'm going to click the pass through checkbox there. That's going to allow my physical CD/DVD drive to be passed through to my virtual machine. And I'm going to leave everything else with the default settings. Alright, so I'll start the machine. You'll get some information popping up, and this is the first time that you've used the application. You can read it and then just click OK. And you'll see multiple information pop-ups pop up during the process. Okay, so you can see Windows is loading its setup files. So it's no different than if you were doing this on a physical computer. It's the exact same process. Everything is exactly the same except you're installing onto a virtual machine. Okay, so Windows is done installing here on the virtual machine. I'll go ahead and change this password like it's asking me to do. But right now we have a fully functional virtual machine. Now right now we're viewing the machine in the VirtualBox console view. There's different tabs up here at top. The machine will give you access to the settings of the virtual machine. It'll give you the option to take a snapshot of the virtual machine, which is a really good feature, really nice feature to have, because you can basically capture the current state of the virtual machine. So being that I just built this, it's a clean install of 2008 R2. If I wanted to use this as a template, I could take a snapshot of this and then just clone this machine based on, you know, a clean snapshot, or, you know, there's many different uses for snapshots, but it's a really nice feature that they added in there. You can take a screenshot, you can insert Control Delete, because if you press Control Delete from your keyboard, it's gonna initiate a Control Delete sequence on your host machine. And then you have your power options: pause, reset, which is basically restart, and then shut down. Under view, you can switch to full screen, switch to scale mode, adjust window size. Devices here is where you can actually connect to resources on your host machine. Same thing with USB devices, the clipboard, drag and drop. And then you have a section here for network adapters. You can modify your network adapter on the fly. And then you have a help section. So it's pretty basic stuff. So like I said, we have a fully functional machine here. I'm going to go ahead and shut this machine down. And we'll go back to the actual VirtualBox Manager, and I'll show you some of the other features that VirtualBox has. So now that the machine's powered off, we can come over here to our snapshots right from here. So now we have a snapshot of the current state. We can clone the machine. It's a little sheep icon here. Name it, and you can actually clone this. So like if you wanted 3 more of these, you can clone this 3 times and have 3 of the exact same machine. So some really nice features in here that they give you, and it's all for free, and it's an easy way to, you know, experiment with virtualization at home. So now that we're done with the virtual machine, we're going to go ahead and delete it. To delete it, simply right click on it, click remove, and delete all files. And there you have it. Oracle VM VirtualBox.